Hi guys, welcome again to this video. So today we'll be going through sales literature management, and this is the last or the third video under the knowledge base management. So now what is sales literature? So this is more of what actually defines, or the literature or the document that actually describes more about your product. So we're gonna go to where we can find sales literature. So that is gonna be from even from the name sales literature, that's gonna be under the sales work area. So currently we're in the sales work area, so we're gonna go to sales, and then we're gonna look out under the collateral, so which you're gonna see as sales literature. That gives us a list of sales literature. Currently we only have just one sales literature called product A. I'm going to try to create just one sales literature to actually explain what it does and what you can use it for. So we're going to click on new. So like I said earlier, so sales literature actually gives it's a good entity, or is a good way of you actually coming up with document that can be helpful for your sales team. So if a particular sales agent is going to sell a particular product, your document is going to help them to give them more information about the product, the policy perhaps that is attributed, or that connects to the product that the sales representative is going to use to be able to market properly or sell the product. This is where you can actually put all the documents together as an information, and then you can tie it to the product. So to create a sales literature, we need a title. So we can go ahead and try let's say another product, call it product B, and then you're going to come up with a subject for it. So we can call this maybe product. You can call it product category B, depending on whatever subject you want to use. So you notice that the mandatory fields are the title and the subject. Once you specify that, and of course your description to actually describe then you're good to go. All you have to do is just to save, and after you save, then the other part of the form will be enabled. So which means at this point you can try to attach a file, so more like you have a PDF or Word document about a particular product you're trying to sell. This is where you attach the document. So to attach a document, you click on add, and then you can give it a title. You can come up with the header, the keywords, and the abstract, but we're going to leave that out, and then you go ahead and browse and attach. Once it's attached, you see it as a link, which means at this point you can click to download. So we're just going to save and close, and that will be attached to the product B sales literature. At this point, it's ideal to now add a product, or at least a product. So what that means is the product that this particular sales literature is actually talking about, or is assigned to. So we're going to click assign this to a product. So these are the list of products we have. Ideally when it comes to the lookup in Microsoft Dynamics, it gives you the 10 result for your lookup. If you're actually looking out for more, or whatever you're looking for is not in the list of the 10 being displayed, you can go to look up more records, and that will load the lookup record form, where you can now specify or look out for whatever you're looking for. Now to explain a bit of what you see in a lookup field form, you usually will see something like look for. So the first part is actually going to tell you the entity that you're looking for. So currently we're looking up for product, and you can see it's actually great, so which means you can change this. In some lookup field, it may be possible for you to change, especially when it comes to the customer. You may be able to change, if you can remember in our past videos, the entity that can be regarded as customer, contact, and account. So if you're looking out for a customer, for the look for, you will be able to change that, either to specify that you're looking for contact or for account. But for this particular record, we're looking for product, and that is why it's grayed out. So there is no opportunity or for you to say you want to change that. And the next one you're going to see is the look in. So this actually gives you an opportunity to change the view that you're going to use to actually search for your record. So you can click on drop down, and then it's going to give you all the system views. And we're actually talking about views. If you remember in previous videos, every entity we have at least a view. So they're going to have set of views, system views, which is what you're going to display here. Private or personal views cannot be displayed in here. Personal views are views that are for individual use, so to say, in the sense that it's only visible to individual who actually create the view. So that of course will not come up here. So lastly, we're going to make use of link. So we click just the checkbox, we select that, and that is going to put it under the selected records, which means at this point you can actually select more than one record. So we'll go with one. We're just going to add that, and that is displayed under the product. What that means is this particular sales literature is actually for link online. We're just using that as an example. How it's being used is that, let's assume that a particular sales rep is actually about to sell a product called link online. If you remember, we actually assigned this sales literature to link online. So how it works is, so we're gonna come as if we're more like a sales agent, under the product, and then we're about to actually sell, or maybe a customer calls up for a particular product, they want to know more about a product, and then I'm a sales agent. So I'm going to look out, and the person is actually interested in link online. So this is link online. To get to the sales literature, as in a document that actually has all the information, more information about the product, about this particular product, you come on. If you come to the navigation, more like the ribbon, you will see this is the record we're actually looking at currently, which is the link online. To the drop down of that, if you click on it, it gives you access to all the related records. So this applies to all entity in Microsoft Dynamics. If you have a particular form open up or a particular record open up, just to the right of that, you're going to have a drop down that will give you access to all the related records to that particular record you're looking at. So which means under the column we have relationships, product bundles, connections, and audit history. Now relationships are all the related, as all the relationships that were created for this particular record. We're going to talk about relationships in details in other video. Product bundles, we're going to talk about that in other videos, but it's more like a grouping of product together to make even from the word bundle. And connections is like you want to relate in a way one record to another record entirely of an entity. So we're going to talk about that later in details in other video. Then audit history. This is where you can have access to all the changes to this particular record if enabled. So what our point of interest is actually the sales literature. So we're going to come to the sales literature, and and that gives you access to the sale or to the list of sales literature for this particular product. And you can remember we actually created sales literature called product B. So at this point I can click on this and that will take me to the record we created, and then from here I can click on the link to download. So that is how sales literature actually connect, or that's how it's being used. So we've talked about how to create and more like how to manage. You can change that. Then the last part of this video that I'm going to touch about is going to be the competitors. If you look on this particular form, we have a section called competitor. Now competitor is an entity that actually stores all the that stores information about other companies that actually offers the product that you're selling. So it's just a way, even from the name competitor is more like self-explanatory, but it's a way for Microsoft Dynamics or for your business to be able to more like get to know more about how to do better in comparing your strategy with your competitor. So we're going to create we're going to assign a competitor to this product. This is another way where a sales and rep can get to know what other companies offer. So in case maybe your prospective buyer or customer is more like trying to shop around, have the information right at your fingertip to know what other companies actually offer and what your company has that is better than what they offer. So to do that, if we have a competitor record already, you can select that. So we do the lookup just like we did the other time. You see that we only have just one record for competitor, and this is another thing I'm going to show us, which is a good feature with Microsoft Dynamics. This is not only about creation of competitor, it applies to all entities. If you're looking up for a particular record and it's not there, either on the fly you can create a record, and that is where you have the new button under the lookup records form. So we're going to create a new one from here. So we're going to click on new. So we're going to call this competitor, say we know the website, you specify the website and the strength. So what's the strength? You can put in the strength there and the weakness. So this is where you actually put more information about the company, as in talking about the product that they actually offer. So we can put everything there, and then once you're done, you click on save and you have the competitor assigned or selected, and then we're good to go. So we have a competitor being assigned to this sales literature. That wraps up this particular lesson, which is basically about sales literature and competitor. Thank you very much for watching, and watch out for the next video, which is gonna be questions, or more like sample questions and answer on this particular series, which is about knowledge-based management. So that wraps up the whole lesson on knowledge-based management, and please subscribe to this channel.